And it's the Pistons to start out. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
There's Cunningham with a three. Pajimski grabs the board.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Moody. There's a screen. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pajimski. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Here's Cunningham. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Thompson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
The shot by Butler, no good. Beasley, left side. To the paint. And Green comes to help. There's Cunningham with a three. Warriors with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Cunningham with some nice D. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Beasley for three. Cunningham, right side. Hardaway on the wing. Pass to Duren. Here's the three. Beasley misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And how about Brandon Pajimski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, B.A., that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Now here's Moody. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Cunningham outside. Hardaway from outside. And again, no good by Detroit.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Duren with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Lets it go. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
And it's Green missing. Detroit leading by 6. To the inside. Duren. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy. The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's Stewart. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Schroeder. Beasley for three. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Oh, stolen by Harris.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
And here's Detroit. They're on a 19-5 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Beasley for three. The offensive rebound. Out to Harris. Offline with a three. Here's Hield. Pass to Curry. Hield on the wing. From the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
The Pistons lead by 14. For three, Hardaway. Sinks the tray. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career. The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. There's Cunningham with a three. And Detroit another three.
Dialed in. Cunningham, an innate ability to shoot.
Here's Kuminga. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Detroit making a change here. Warriors trail by 19. Here's Curry. Tipped.
You see the athleticism of Cunningham, using it there to come up with the swat.
Hardaway, no good. Pass to Hield. Here's Post. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Thompson with it. Here's Waters. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Waters got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Post. And here's Hield. Defended by Hardaway. That one drops for him.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a three-point shooter.
Left side, Hardaway. The three is up. The Warriors pull it in.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. There's Cunningham with a three. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Good on the shot. Waters got 5 points now this quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And here's Cunningham outside. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 15. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Here's Waters. No good from outside. And here are the Warriors now. Here's Jackson Davis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Thompson.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. He's off on the second. Detroit leading by 15. Pass to Fontecchio. Off target with the 3. And they're on the break. Here's Butler. And Butler inside.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game. 52 seconds left in the first half of this one. Fontecchio shot is off. Warriors trail by 13. Pajemski with it. Beasley covers. Inside. Here's Butler. Pass to Green. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And stolen by Stewart. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Finished off the break. Cunningham's got 8 here in this quarter.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
These are his first free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Detroit leading by 14. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Beasley for 3. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Moody. Close in. Moses Moody.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Schroeder. Launches it. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Schroeder's got 5 now. Left side Green. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game. Left side, Green. Outside, Butler. And the Warriors with another three.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Cunningham. No good with the triple. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. A 12-point game. Butler, good.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And the shot goes down. He has 6.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Pajimski's shot is good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
The Pistons lead by 13. And Green comes to help. Pass to Beasley. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Green. And a deep 3 from Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 6.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
The Pistons making a switch here. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Hardaway. From deep. Kept alive. Warriors trail by 10. Outside, Curry. Up top, Moody. Back to Butler. Outside, Curry. Pass to Butler. Clock at 6. Now here's Moody. Lets the 3 fly. And the Warriors with another 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Fearless play from Butler. Defenses should know he's going to try and draw a foul while shooting.
And he's good on the second. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Thompson. And he can't get that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Curry. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Curry's accuracy makes the mid-range easy pickings. He just goes up, nails the shot with ease.
Here's Green. And here's Butler outside. Duran with a rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Hardaway on the wing. And he makes it. Hardaway's got 8.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Pistons lead by 9. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Good luck against Green inside. Even when you throw contact at him, he just fights twice as hard.
And here are the Warriors now. Draymond driving to the rim. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Out to the wing. To the inside. Here's Duren. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the lay-in. Duren's got his second basket of the game.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Now Curry. Give him 8 points now. Butler with emphasis.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. Pass to Duren. And here's Hardaway. Back to Fontecchio. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Green. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Schroeder has got the ball here for Detroit. To the paint. Here's Fontecchio. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
There's a screen by Kuminga. There's Jackson Davis. Curry with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Pass to Kuminga. 4 on the clock. 19-footer. No good. The Pistons lead by 9. To the wing on the left.
Don't let him shoot that.
Back to Schroeder. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Hield. So it's the Warriors now. Curry, no good. Pass to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Fontecchio outside. Here's Hardaway. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Schroeder. The bank shot, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Jackson Davis. And stolen by Hardaway. Pass to Schroeder. It's rebounded by Golden State. Right side Hield. Outside Curry. From behind the arc. Duren with a rebound. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Butler goes for it inside.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Pass to Thompson. Over Butler. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And the Warriors with possession here. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Detroit leading by 9. Pass to Waiters. The 3-ball. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors. Golden State now running out of time. Outside Pajemski. The 3. He buries it from 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And again, no good by Detroit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Outside for Butler. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
That one's good for 2.
Talk about style points. I think the fans will remember that one.
Inside, Jimmy buckets.
Wanting it more, Butler beating good defense. Jimmy's such a fiery guy.
And here's Cunningham outside. On target from range. And the Pistons lead by 9.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And that one's good. Green.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Now Curry. Back to Butler. Oh, Jimmy Butler cashing in from distance.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge. Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And here's Curry for 3.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Pass to Waiters. On the wing, Thompson. Beasley with it. Now Cunningham. He's covered by Curry. Picked by Stewart. 6 to shoot. Oh, it's stolen by Butler.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here's Cunningham. And he goes in for the dunk. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
So it's Detroit picking up. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. For three, Bridges. Knocks down the long J. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails it from three.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from three. That's a pretty looking shot right there.
Pass to Anunoby. Kicks it out, Towns. This one for three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson defending. Screen by Holmgren. To the middle. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Towns outside. From deep three-point land. Hartenstein pulls it in. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. The Knicks with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
New York again can't hit. Here's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Williams. 13 feet out. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Out to the wing. Dort with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
New York making a switch here. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to Hartenstein. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
And here's Bridges. From outside, off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They trail by 1. Back to McBride. Outside Achua. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Hart. 4-3. Brunson misses. Down low. Here's Wiggins. The layup off target. Left side Brunson. Outside McBride. Here's Achua. Towns, left side. And no good, trying to use the glass. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy.
Yep, that one goes.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Pass to McBride. Back to Achua. The shot to stop the run. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How about that drive from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
Good on the second one. And the Thunder in possession here. 3-point lead. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up on the wing. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the wing, Caruso. The three. Achua with the rebound. Knicks trail by 5. For 3, Bridges. Good D by Wallace.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Shots blocked. Bridges, right side. Over Wiggins. Misses off the left iron. Thunder leading by 5. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Achua with a screen. Here's Payne. Out to Bridges. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
To the paint. Here's Wallace. It's rebounded by McBride. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Pass to Wallace. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Stolen by Caruso. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting in transition, making it easy.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
That'll be a 5-second call. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now Anunoby. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
And the Thunder in possession here. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Williams on the wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And the technical free throw is good. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Pass to Caruso. The 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. No good on the 3. Here's Towns. No points yet. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
I think that's going to stick with him for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades.
What's up,
Welcome to Season 6 in my career. We're celebrating the next 6 weeks along you'll stack up.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's getting noisy here in Charlotte for this Hornets home game. We can expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
And Green gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Pajemski. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Butler. Goes back up. And Curry pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They get the rebound. Williams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
On the free throw, no good. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Charles Lee.
Now, I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph is so hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of different guys coming at him. He's looking and needing a total group effort. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
So many intriguing parts to Jimmy Butler's game, including that delicate floater.
Bridges outside. On the wing, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Simpson. Bridges outside. Pass to Simpson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. And he drives in. And the layup falls.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now here's Curry. Bridges left side. The kick out to Williams. Warriors with the rebound. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Butler. Outside, Green. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Charlotte leading by 3. Williams with the ball. Now Smith. Pass to Williams. To stop the drought. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors trail by 3. Back to Moody. Pajemski with it. Defended by Bridges. To the inside. And that one's good. Green.
Draymond Green with a great job playing the high screen and roll. Keeps the D off balance every time.
Here's Simpson. No scoring in this one. They set the pick. They swipe it. And here they come. And Green slams it in.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
Smith outside. Ripped away. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Now here's Curry. And it's Nick Smith with the foul. That's his first foul. Hornets on defense now. 4-point game. There's a screen. Pass to Jackson Davis. That one good for 2. Jackson Davis has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Warriors. Smith for 3. Warriors leading by 6. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Clock at 4. For 3, Okogie. Charlotte again missing. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So both teams changing it up here. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Hornets. Trailing here by 8. Over to the left wing. Double team on Nurkic. Back to Smith. Takes the 3. Kept alive. To the middle. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
Nurkic using his body that time. A polished move.
Warriors leading by 6. It's blocked. Here's Okogie. Still without a basket. Smith's shot is good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. There's so many years in the NBA. You would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Here's Okogie. Out to Bridges. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Butler's got 7.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
Here's Curry. Misses off the right iron.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Here's Curry. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And here is Bridges. Back to Curry from the arc. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Hornets trail by 7. Pick by Williams. Inside. And Williams with the stuff.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And stolen by Williams. The finish. And it goes down 2 points. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Here's Williams. Good work there as it goes. Williams has got 9.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Hornets trail by 7. On the wing, Williams. Outside Curry. Williams a screen. On the wing, Williams. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Green. Butler with the steal. Outside Curry. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Shot clock at 6. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Timeout, timeout.
Well, those mechanics and that kind of time, that's pretty stuff from Steph Curry.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And so here's Charlotte, 9-point game. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Simpson. He has yet to score. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Warriors leading by 7. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. The shot by Curry, no good. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside, Green. Outside, Williams. Outside, Curry. Back to Williams. Over Butler. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Warriors leading by 7. Up top, Curry. 9 points in the game so far. And that one drops.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pass to Williams. Outside for Curry. There's the triple. Draymond Green with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Okogie. Great D that time from Green.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And Santos gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Kuminga. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Diabate. Hasn't made one yet. There's a screen by Williams. On its way from Curry for 2. And that one comes up a bit short. Launches it. Curry can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 8. Smith inside. Pass to Curry. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead. fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so here's Charlotte, trailing here by 8. Now Smith. Pass to Okogie. Here's Diabate. Jackson Davis defending. Puts the move on. A shot by Diabate. No good. Warriors leading by 8. On the wing, Heel. Curry from deep three-point land. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Smith scanning the floor. Pass to Diabate. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so here is Golden State. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. It's Curry outside.
Timeout.
That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Charlotte making a switch here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. On the wing, Heel. Pass to Podziemski. Healed right side. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 14. Here's Bridges. Nice defense from Kuminga. Podziemski with it. Outside Curry. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 17 points here in the second half.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Jeffries. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Warriors making a change here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Curry. Puts up a deep 3. The Hornets pull it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Hornets trail by 15. .149 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it goes on Draymond Green. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Smith hits them both. Warriors leading by 13. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Right side, Green. Williams with the block. And he gets it back. 6 to shoot. Curry with a wide open look. And the Warriors miss again. Bridges with it. Butler covering. Williams a screen. Back to Bridges. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Charlotte. 11-point game. To the paint, Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Curry's shot is good.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett It's the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Clippers. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Murray, no good. To the middle. Here's Leonard. In the corner, Powell with it. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Down low. Here's Leonard. Pass to Harden. Back to Dunn. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard, no luck. From the wing. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Still without a basket in the game.
And that time converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
Murray outside. Jokic a screen. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Harden, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Quarter, no luck. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. It's a three-point game. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Stan, they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And the basket is good.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
Outside, Jones. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Porter. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Zubats.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Westbrook with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers trail by 12.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
He doesn't get the second one. And here's Denver. They're on an 18-7 run. And that one's good by Porter.
They had been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Outside Westbrook. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Denver making a switch here. Right side, Porter. Shot from 12. Porter can't get that one to fall. Clippers trail by 13. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Took him no time at all on that one.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he recovers it. Back to Watson. Fires from deep. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Bogdanovich wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Nuggets making a change here. Denver leading by 10. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Just 3 to shoot. Deep 2 from Murray.
And arguably the game's most versatile defender, Leonard can legitimately guard 1 through 5.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Up top, Leonard to the right side. Second shot opportunity. Here's Bogdanovich for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Bogdanovich has got 6.
And when Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Westbrook surveying the D. Denver needs to get off his shot. Porter, no luck.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Leonard hits them both. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
.109 left here in the second. Floats one up. And the rejection by Zubac. Done with it. Now guarded by Porter. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
And Leonard knows that corner 3 is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
On the wing, Gordon. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Harden on the wing. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. 5 on the clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. There's Gordon with the 3. Denver the rebound. Pass to Porter. Outside Gordon. The kick out to Porter. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Clippers.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Count that one.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Leonard with no one around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Clippers trail by 7 to the paint. Here's Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. And here is Zubac. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Porter. Into the lane. And finished off by Porter.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Murray outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Braun. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here are the Clippers now, down by 12. And here's Leonard from 3. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Here's Harden. Releases. Another miss by Leonard. Here's Denver now. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
And they call the 8-second violation. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So the Nuggets win the tip. Now Murray. Outside Gordon. For three. It's rebounded by Towns.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Gordon up on top. Clock at 4. Porter, no luck. Here's New York. Now here's Brunson. Good defense by Jokic.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Porter. Gordon for 3. And again, Denver no good. Here's Hart. Driving inside. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
A reminder to the defense, Hart will drive if you give him that kind of room.
Outside for Murray. Pass to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. And the 3 ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the Knicks with possession. Some nice passing by New York here. For 3, Bridges bangs home the trifecta. Bridges got 5 points so far.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
To the inside. Pass to Towns. Out to Bridges. Anunoby outside. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And Towns throws it down.
Use the pick and roll, and then Brunson's court sense allows him to make that play.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. It's been a slow start here for Denver. They trail by 6. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
Hart, no good. The Nuggets trailed by 6. Over to the left wing. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Murray with it. Brunson picks him up. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Michael Malone. David?
Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. A nice shot by Brown.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Murray for three. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Now here's Westbrook from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets trail by 4. Westbrook scanning the floor. Pass to Watson. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
The Knicks leading by 4. McBride with the ball to the paint. Here's Robinson. New York moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bridges. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Pass to McBride. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Inside. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Love some AG highlights where he's jamming it down like that.
Bridges outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic. And it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
New York leading by 3. A 15-footer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bridges got 6 here in this quarter. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the Knicks with possession. It's a 3-point game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says, open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in the locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So both teams making some changes here. The Knicks leading by 3. Pass to McBride. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Now, here's Jokic. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Anunoby. Jokic a screen. Here's the three. The rebound by McBride. Now the Knicks with it. Fires, high post. Off the left rim and out.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Murray outside. And he hits it to tie the game up. Murray's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Murray down low. Brunson with some nice D.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Still scoreless. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Brown's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 4. Down low. Achua can't get it to fall. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And here's Watson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And it's Brunson missing. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Murray for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York leading by 4. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Lets it go from 11. That one doesn't go. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Here's Murray. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Jalen Brunson.
Great focus from Murray. Really sticking it to the D right there with the tough and one.
The Knicks with the lead. Left side, Towns. Pass to Hart. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Porter. Murray outside. Back to Porter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Porter's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets. Brunson with a clean look. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, he's right into that shot.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Fires at the elbow. Misses off the right iron. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. The lead is 2. Fires the 3. Jacks up a 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Pass to Gordon. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. It's rebounded by New York. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so it's New York with it. A 2-point game. Brunson outside. Back to Tucker. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Off with the layup. Right side, Westbrook. Castanagi. Here's Brown. On the wing, Gordon. He's got 5. For the tie. The second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Haji's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And here are the Nuggets now. Pass to Brown. Westbrook with it. Brunson covering. 6 to shoot. Gordon a screen. Here's Najee. Guarded by Robinson. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
New York leading by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Back to Tucker. Pass to Hart. Tucker as screen. Here's McBride. No good with the layup. A tight game here in Denver. Gordon with it. .26 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Westbrook. To the middle. Kicks it out to Gordon. For the lead. Knocks down the three ball. Gordon's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
Not known for his threes, but AG can hit them.
And that one is good. Brunson's got 5.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And here is Murray. Free throw line jump shot. It's hauled in by Achua. Here's New York. Now McBride. There's a screen by Achua. To the paint. The dunk by Achua.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Murray. And too long on the shot. The Knicks with the lead. McBride with the ball. Basket counts.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Pass to Achua. It's good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Murray. The kick out to Westbrook. On the 3 off target. The Knicks leading by 4. Back to Payne. To the inside. It's good. Achua's got 6 points in the quarter.
Payne just opening things up for this offense by moving the ball.
Sharks, that's good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thanks, David. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's the screen. Anunoby in the corner. Out to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Outside for Murray. Three-pointer. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Inside. Hart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Hart playing with his right now, just going all out.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Pass to Porter. At the elbow, Jokic. Towns with the steal. Anunoby with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. From deep, Brunson hands it from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 9.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Kept alive. Up and in on the layup. And now it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
Gordon a screen. Murray for 3. And another miss by Denver. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Porter, no luck.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Knicks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And one of the key components to this Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Seattle Supersonics. On the wing, Hardaway. Takes a three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Schrempf. Off target from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And so Payton will bring it up for Seattle. It's a three-point game. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
Now here is Harris. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Kemp. Nice ball movement by Seattle. Johnson up top. Pass to Hawkins. Clock at 6. Here's Kemp. And it's Kemp with the jam.
The athleticism and quickness of Kemp, using both as weapons in the pick and roll.
Hardaway goes in. The shot missing. Now Schrempf. Guarded by Hardaway. That three off the mark. And here are the Pistons. Inside. Here's Harris. Good D by Payton.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that
possession. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Over in the corner, Kemp. Pass to Hawkins. Fires from way outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with his natural strength, defending Kemp on the interior is always a challenge. All the defense can do there was foul.
And so Kemp nails both of them. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach George Karl.
We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Some solid defense from Harris. Down low. Here's Beasley. Cunningham for 3. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Pass to Schrempf. Johnson at the elbow. It's Schrempf on the wing. The Sonics again can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
To end the run. Nice D from Schrempf. Sonics leading by 4. It's Hawkins on the wing. Pass to Payton. Percy Hawkins on the wing. Scoreless thus far.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now, here's Payton. And it's Kemp at the elbow. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Hawkins. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Here's Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Sean Kemp picks one up right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Back to Payton. Pass to Askew. Here's McMillan. Fires for three. The Sonics again can't hit. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Payton with the ball. Still without a basket. To stop the run. That one's not going to go. Schroeder outside. Over Payton. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons ahead. Up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after the... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. That's in there. Perkins with the assist.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
To the middle. Here's Schroeder. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Schroeder's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons. To the left wing. Pass to Perkins. Nice ball movement by Seattle. Here's McMillan. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Howland, covered by Perkins. And Howland gets it to go.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Askew. Pass to McMillan. Good on the 3-point shot.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Howland. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Quite simply, Isaiah Stewart is a force.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. Trailing by 4. Pass to Askew. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Seattle.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
Out to the wing. And here is Payton. For the 3. Traps in the tray. Payton's got the game tied up here for the Sonics. Here's Schroeder. Over to the wing. Right wing. Thompson surveying the floor. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
And here's Hawkins. Still yet to score. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Johnson with the block. Upside Kemp. Pass to Payton. The screen from Kemp to the inside. And it's Kemp with the jam.
Wow, I tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
Now here's Hardaway. The kick out to Cunningham. Stewart a screen. Left side Harris. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And taken away by Johnson. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Hawkins shot good. And now a 3-point Sonic lead.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And the Pistons making a change here. .135 left in the first half of the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Pass to McMillan. Driving inside. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Supersonics.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
1:06 left to play here in the half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He's a decent scorer, and Hardaway can get it going, so he draws defenders' attention and gets the call that time.
Hardaway hits them both. And 1:01 left now here in the second. Up top, Schrempf. Pass to McMillan. Back to Kemp. And he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
The ultimate man-child. Kemp, one of the most flamboyant finishers in our league.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Pass to Schrempf. Here's McMillan. Covered by Cunningham. Back to Schrempf. Here's McMillan. Shot clock at 5. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So it's Detroit now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Harris. Can't get it to fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Sonics lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Cunningham. And it's in there. Cunningham's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pistons.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
It's Schrempf on the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Here's Cunningham. An easy 2 points on the layup. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
To the middle. Here's Kemp. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Pistons trailing. Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Cunningham looking it over. On the wing, Hardaway. The kick out to Cunningham. Driving to the basket.
Ignoring the defense and cutting to get the shot. That's a great play from Cade.
Pass to Hawkins. Johnson right side. Payton with it. To the inside. Kemp. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
A beast around the hoop. Kemp beating great defense there.
Tipped away. The Sonics leading. Here's Hawkins. It's good from long range. Hawkins has got his second bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Payton outside. It's Hawkins on the wing. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. Rebound, Detroit. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Nice D from Schrempf. Seattle leading by 4. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Payton. Inside. It's Schrempf on the wing. Here's Johnson. Here's Hawkins. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Hawkins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Sonics.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Kemp. Pass to Johnson. And here's Kemp. Second chance shot. The shot comes out. Good D by Thompson. At the elbow, it's Harris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Sonic lead.
The combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
So both teams changing it up here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And this is a guy, Sean Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Durant. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
It's deflected.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Back to Duran. Down low. Rebounded by Askew. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Supersonics shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. That's good from Hawkins. Sonics leading by 4. 35 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Perkins in the corner. He's looking for Kemp and finds him. Great defense that time from Duran. Here's Beasley. And there's the drive.
And the agility on Beasley's drive, really tough for the defense to deal with.
That'll be a 5-second call. "19 seconds left in the third. Here's Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Stewart. No good. That would have tied it. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Sonics ahead, up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Seattle with the ball. The lead is 2. Pass to Perkins to the left side wing. Here's Brakowski. It's hauled in by Stewart. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Here's Holland. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there, would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Out to the right wing. Perkins with the screen. Here's Payton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Well, Big Sam Perkins is a unique center. He can hit a 3, block a shot. Perkins' skill set is vital to this team.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Back to Payton. Out left to the wing. Here's McMillan. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Fires from deep. Beasley with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 4. It's Reed, top of the key. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paul Reed. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Timeout, Sonics. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. And listen to what George Karl told his team during that huddle. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. The screen from Kemp. Here's Hawkins. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons trailed by 4. Cunningham on the wing. Harris inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Hardaway with the steal. Thompson outside. To tie it up. And it's good on the way up. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Out to Shrimp. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And the basket by Payton.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Left side Hardaway. The shot from the low post is good.
Tim Hardaway Jr. delivers.
To the inside. Peyton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Peyton's got 4 points in the quarter. Oh!
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
On the wing, Peyton. Johnson the screen. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. You gotta love what Cade Cunningham as a young star is bringing to this game.
Pass to Hawkins. Peyton right side to the middle. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Here's Durant. Back to Hardaway. Out to Thompson to take the lead. Rebounded by Kemp. And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Got a piece of it. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Pass to Johnson. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Thompson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Detlef Schrempf.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Inside, Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a two-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Hardaway. Yes!
That is a gutsy shot from Hardaway, and he comes through.
Timeout, Sonics. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Outside, Peyton. Johnson. Ooh, offline. It's off. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So he comes up empty, missing both. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he comes up empty at the line.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we've still got a game.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett